We're here with Broward County Fab Five player Dallas Graziani after he lit up the Hollywood Hills Spartans for 41 points. Dallas, thank you for doing this interview with us.
No problem.
The first question that we wanted to ask you, obviously being an undersized player, how much have you worked on your game and developed yourself to be able to have performances like tonight?
I work every day as much as I can, usually 2-3 hours a day, 4 if I have the time. And I just work on pull-ups, work on different shots that I have to hit being small to get the shot over a bigger defender.
Okay, so I do want to touch upon that a little bit more. So, like, during school, you obviously can't play as much as you can, like, over summer and break. So do you think, like, during that time, is it just lock in basketball mode and, like, nothing else?
I play travel, so whenever we're not in tournaments or whatever, I'm always at home. And during the summer, obviously, I can go out whenever I want. I'm out there usually probably 5-6 hours a day, putting in as much work as I can. Because I have a hoop at my house, I'm always out there.
Shooting and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dallas, tonight you have 41 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 steals. You were 4 for 6 from 3, 12 for 19 in the game overall, 12 for 15 from the free throws, and you did all of that in only 30 minutes of play. When you hear that, does that even sound real to you? Do you see any weakness in your game right now that you still have to work on going forward?
I think there's just taking care of the ball more, being more careful with it, not being as careless, getting my handle a little better. So if I get doubled, I can get out of it and get it to the open guy and all that. It's not really crazy for me because I know I put in the work, so I know I have that in me to be able to do that.
That's good. Now, coming up, you are a junior, and I don't know, do you have any offers going forward, and are you going to any camps or exposure, things of that nature?
I have one D2 offer from Missouri Western. I don't really go to all the individual camps, but I'll go to all the tournaments out of state. Like I'll go to Vegas with my travel team. Went to Pennsylvania, New Jersey. I go to all those where college coaches are there watching.
And we were talking about this earlier, how you said when you were younger, you weren't the scorer you are now. Was there, like, a certain moment or, like, a certain time where you were just like, okay, I can do this. You really can't check me. Let me show you that you can't check me.
I think last year at the end of the season, my first 40-point game was against Monarch, and I had 41 that game. And after that, I think it just really opened everything up, and I just got that confidence to just keep doing it.
Now, as we mentioned in your introduction, you are a Broward County Fab Five player. How did it feel to be on this list with other players, University School, Scott Barnes, Somerset, Dudley Blackwell, University School, Vernon Carey, and then obviously Dwayne Wade's son playing for American Heritage, Zaire Wade? When did you find out? How was it finding out that you were a part of that team? And what's it take going forward to be even part of more teams such as that?
I found out probably maybe 3 weeks before it actually came out because they had to let me know so I could come and do the photos and everything. And when I found out, I was pretty shocked just because I think I'm good enough to be there with those guys, but obviously there's other guys, and I don't have that big name that Vernon Carey and all them have with all the offers they have. So I was shocked to be there, but I was just really excited that they picked me to be on that. And I'm just going to keep working on my game, getting it better to hopefully make first team All-County this year.
You mentioned making first team All-County. Is that one of your goals? And do you have set individual goals that you want? And then also, does your team have set goals for this season as well?
Yeah, I definitely have set goals for myself and for the team. I want to be on that first team All-County. I was last year as a sophomore. I want to make it again. I want to keep putting points up and try to get more notice with that. And as a team, hopefully we can come together and get a district championship this year and make a good run in the playoffs.
So we'll talk about more about the team and as well as being on the Fab Five. So obviously everyone knows who you are now, or a lot of people do. So you're getting people's A1 games every time and you're showing them, I am really like this. Do you think that's helped you as well, getting everyone's like A1 where kids aren't walking in like, who's that 5'6" kid? What's he going to do? Where they're like, all right, we got to lock him down. Then you still go off for like 30 and 40s night.
Yeah, I think it definitely helps me with my game because obviously those teams that maybe aren't as skilled as others, they come and they play their better game against us because they when somebody has a name or anything, they want to come and try to show them that they're that good. And I just like that because that makes me want to step up and just show them that I belong there.
And now I do want to ask another basketball question, a little bit different from the ones we've been asking. Growing up playing basketball, what was your favorite moment? It could be, you could even say tonight, you could say your game against Monarch. Was there a game that you're like, that was the most fun either you had playing, or just like your favorite moment, honestly?
Probably my favorite moment actually wasn't even for me. It was for my brother when last year on senior night he had 40. So he's always running the point, getting me the ball, and everyone pays more attention to me than him, which I was happy that he was able to have that 40-point game, and we kind of switched roles, and I was kind of getting him the ball more, and it was great that he was able to go for 40 that night.
That's awesome. Now, well, as we were talking about, you used to go to the park and play with your dad, your brother being an older brother, and also having a role with you in basketball. Can you talk about how family has really impacted your game and the person that you are today?
Oh, everyone in my family has definitely contributed big. Even my mom is always really involved with it, always videoing the games at every game with my brother and my dad. As for working, my dad started us off getting us going, but most of the credit has to go to my older brother because playing against him one-on-one, playing with him up, playing travel, all of that has just made me that much better than if I was playing my own age. I had to step up and play that on that bigger stage. Just off the court, they always help me. My parents are always making me make sure I have good grades and all that, and just keeping me on the right path.
Now, you mentioned you guys were playing one-on-one. Who wins?
Yeah, I was waiting for that one. We have to get you on the hot seat a little bit.
Who wins and who's better?
He wins most of the time.
Okay.
If we play 10 games, he'll probably win. He'll probably win 7.
That's a big amount. 7?
He gets me. Everyone always says that I'm better just because of the fact that they always see how much I score. But all around, I think he's just a great, well-rounded player. Just everything. He rebounds, assists, points. He does all that.
That's a good answer. Well, thank you for doing this interview with us. We look forward to hearing nothing but great things from your future, and we'll definitely be watching.
Yeah, we'll be popping into more Cooper games. We're right here. Might as well.
All right,
and college and beyond that as well.
All right.
Thank you, Dallas.
Thank you.